is two different personalities when it comes to sparking up a stream and it comes to real life.
The most toxic streamer on the internet built the most loyal fan base on. That's not supposed to be possible. Bruce DEO didn't get buried. He somehow got bigger, which means the guy you think you know, the villain everyone's dunking on, might not be the real one at all. So who is Bruce DEO? He's beefed with Lil Yachty, DDG, FaZe Banks, Ms. Kiff, half of OTK, and at one point pretty much all his own best friends. And he keeps winning, around 1.4 million followers. TikToks that pull millions of views each. Bruce came back from a kick stint nobody loved.
Being on kick for the year, not gonna lie to you. Worst time I've ever had in streaming. The beginning was cool, but...
Switched to Twitch and pulled over 13,000 subscribers in 2 weeks.
But anyways, real streaming is back. I don't care too much.
Bruce has the best fans online, and they ride for him through everything. Bruce is sitting at the top of streaming culture. He'd built friendships with some of the biggest names in streaming. He'd streamed alongside them, appeared in their content, and become part of the new generation of creators taking over the internet. Guys like Kai Cenat and YourRage, they weren't just names in his contacts. They even formed their own content group.
Boys night!
These were his actual friends, which is exactly what made What Happened Next hit so hard.
I know majority of you seen, those messages were me. Indeed were me. I take full accountability for all of those. I don't know, some of those might be photoshopped now by now, but majority of the shit that was coming 100% me.
One of Bruce's own moderators leaked his private messages. Bruce talking behind the backs of his then friends, YourRage, Kai. He's name-dropping Aiden Ross, Speed, Lil Yachty, talking about people he was cool with in public. Bruce felt people kept stealing his content ideas. He talked about a Japan trip with YourRage. YourRage passed. Then Kai and Speed announced a Japan trip on those same dates.
We are going to Japan!
Bruce read that as theft. Same thing with a CSGO case opening idea he felt got jacked. This blew up the boys' night trio, Bruce, Kai, and YourRage.
I don't want to be your friend no more. I don't want to do shit with you no more. I don't want to be associated with you no more.
And later, YourRage gives the most honest breakdown of his friend anybody's offered.
Cause Bruce has like he thinks everybody's out to get him or some shit. You gotta tiptoe around Bruce, cause you gotta watch what you say, cause you don't know. This is exactly what happens. You gotta watch what you say, or he'll start internalizing shit, seeing shit a different way.
But the leak wasn't the start. It was just the loudest crack. Rewind a little. Bruce joins OTK, the big Austin gaming org. But it lasts for less than a year.
I was signed to OTK for 3 years for 200,000, right? When I left OTK, chat, let me put this out here. Let me tell y'all how long I even was thinking about leaving OTK, because I never told y'all. I was thinking about leaving OTK when the Miss got out.
At that point, he's got around 1.2 million Twitch followers. And on the way out, he started beefing with OTK's Miskiff.
Miska, stop texting my phone. You are blocked, bitch ass nigga. Don't ever come at me like that ever a day in your fucking life. I did way more for you than I was even supposed to, nigga.
Then comes the Kick era.
Welcome, Bruce, to Kick.
Bruce jumps to Kick. He gets edgy. He streams less. The numbers drop hard. And the move just never felt right.
At a point in time in my career where I made that move, y'all, yes, I did think being edgy and saying hard R whenever I wanted to was funny at the time, but that's just funny for a moment.
When his Kick contract ends, he comes back to Twitch.
Going back to Twitch full time. Everybody in here right now, y'all got it. Y'all heard it here first.
And pulls over 13,000 subscribers in his first 2 weeks back. Then he hopped on a burner account, said slurs, got the burner banned, so he stopped streaming and took a few weeks off. He spent the ban on vacation in Japan, the trip he was mad about in the first place. He gets unbanned, and 3 days later, Bruce gets himself in more drama. If you weren't online that week, Sketch, one of the most beloved streamers, had some of his old adult content leaked online, and Bruce couldn't resist throwing jokes at it.
You seen it, you was like, oh my God! Oh my, you know you was like that, bro. Yes, everybody is a little bit of homophobic, yes, because you was like, oh my God, when you seen that shit, yes.
And then we get the crash out that put him on every drama channel at once. July 2024. Bruce is on a heart-to-heart stream. His chat tells him FaZe's Lacey's talking about him, so Bruce goes off on Lacey. And that pulls in FaZe Banks, who calls Bruce directly and threatens him, saying he's gonna make an example out of him, even tagging Bruce's girlfriend online. Now hold on to this moment, because right after that call, in the middle of getting threatened, Bruce drops a line that's gonna matter a lot later.
But trust me, twin, I've been in the org too that niggas hate, bro. And just wait until y'all see that crypto shit that they on too, twin. They got something cooking, twin.
Remember that, we're coming back to it. After all that, Bruce announced a long, open-ended break. He said the internet just wasn't fun anymore, too much hate, and that he gets real love in real life. And even on his way out the door, the man could not stop collecting beefs. There's the DDG situation.
Gun to the back of your head, name 5 DDG songs. What the fuck? The fuck are y'all what y'all talking about, bro? You're dying. You're literally dying.
And then there's Lil Yachty, the one that won't die. It started over something this dumb, a viral photo of Bruce and Yachty wearing nearly the same beanie. So that's the rap sheet. Most hated streamer, beef with the whole industry, banned, burner accounts, the works. Easy story. Toxic guy ruins his own career. Except 2 years on, he's still pulling massive numbers. So how did he build a fan base so loyal he somehow survived all that? To understand, we're gonna have to go back to the beginning. Bruce Ray was born September 23, 2000 in Riverdale, Georgia. Grew up in Clayton County, just south of Atlanta. 2 obsessions early, fashion and gaming.
First game. Woo.
And school? School is rough.
The high school, 9th grade, fell in every class. Every single class, bro. I'm talking about I'm getting suspended every week for wearing a hood.
He's dealing with real depression. At 13, he'd already moved out of his mom's place into his dad's.
One time I moved from my mom's crib when I was 13 because of a situation, and I started living with my dad, and I didn't see my mom for like 5 years.
So this is a kid carrying a lot. So he turned to YouTube. He didn't start this to blow up. He started it to get out of his own head. Just listen to how he says it.
I did see YouTube as an outlet to make people happy because I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, that happy.
So how does a kid who needs an escape end up on camera? One game, NBA 2K15. That's where the channel starts, and the name everybody knows him by now, that came from 2K2. His favorite 2K creator went by Kel Hit 'Em Up. Bruce kept the rhythm, swapped the ending, and DropEmOff stuck. That's it. That's where BruceDropEmOff comes from. His first videos were just him playing 2K. Nobody watched, so he pivots. And this is where the Bruce you actually know shows up. He's watching basketball streamer Cash Nasty run Singing Wednesdays, where people send in clips of themselves singing. Bruce knows he can't sing. Bruce records himself roasting every single one of them, off an Android phone, and posts it to YouTube. And people start showing up for it.
You making your dumb ass sit in the back of the class because your head's so damn big. Hey, get your big head ass out the way.
Shut the f up! That head ass. You know who the f it is.
He starts making roast videos of streamers. Flight Reacts, Solo Munati, Fredo.
Shit, look, long neck ass. Mama, you forgot the barbecue sauce. Face ass. You talking about? You want your chicken sandwich? Fake ass nigga.
The Flight one blows up, and his subs go from around 9,000 to almost 40,000. While in 9th grade, Bruce's audience didn't show up for clean gameplay or a nice presentation. They showed up for him saying exactly what he thought about somebody. Unfiltered. The roast was the brand from day one, and the same trait that would eventually get him canceled. By sophomore year, he hits 50,000 subs, and then he goes all in on Twitch instead of YouTube. And back then, that was a real gamble. Twitch wasn't the giant it is now. Live streaming wasn't as big of a thing. Only thing was Bruce did not have a setup, so he streamed off a PS4. He'd go on stretches of 30, 40, 60 days straight, with sessions up to 48 hours without stopping.
You talked about the PS4. All the day when in here, remember, I was streaming off a PS4 30, 60 days straight.
I always cherished how I started because I didn't really start with a computer, and I didn't have the money for it because I was too young and I wasn't really making money. I didn't even have a bank account, so like the only option was to stream off the PS4, and that's what I did. Made some shake.
When he finally bought a gaming laptop with early earnings, it overheated, his mic broke. He built a makeshift mic stand out of whatever he had.
Because when I had a laptop, my was overheat because it was on the carpet, and I had a mic right next to me. My mic broke. I had to make it stand for my mic.
Bruce didn't show up polished. He built it from a console on the floor, one viewer at a time. So when people root for Bruce, it's not because he's perfect, it's because they watched him come up from nothing, and they remember the floor. At 18, he moves back in with his mom, with one plan: game 24/7 until he makes it. And here's the thing about his mom. She never once told him to get a real job. She backed him completely. She'd literally promote his YouTube to cashiers at the mall.
I remember we would go into a mall and like, she would pull up my YouTube on her phone and tell people at the cash register to like subscribe and that's when I first moved back in with her.
Then he moves into Twitch, and that's where it cracks open. He becomes a regular on The Austin Show, a stream pulling 20,000 plus viewers, and he breaks 1,000 concurrent viewers for the first time. He gets early on Twitch's affiliate program. He plays Among Us against Soulja Boy, and it becomes one of his biggest videos ever. July 2018, he launches a clothing line called Condone. By 2022, he's a real name. The rise of BruceDropEmOff doc filmed around his 22nd birthday in Atlanta. He's moving out of his mom's house into a new spot.
It's crazy, like being kicked out.
So now we've got the foundation. For 2 years, everybody clowned Bruce for being paranoid, jealous, a hater who saw conspiracies everywhere. And then the receipts started coming in. Remember that crypto line? In the middle of the FaZe Banks call, Bruce warned everybody Banks had something shady cooking with crypto. Almost a year later, FaZe Banks got exposed for it. Aiden Ross called him out for rug pulling a coin, with Banks himself stunned his coin tanked after he put in 50K. Then there's the view botting. Bruce spent years telling the entire industry to his face,
Stop view buying. Everybody in the streaming industry, stop view buying, bro. Like, I'm talking to y'all niggas, the streamers. Y'all niggas know who I'm talking to too, bro. Stop trying to make yourselves seem bigger than what y'all is, bro. Just work for that shit, gang.
Everybody called him bitter. Then Twitch cracked down on bots, and viewership across the platform reportedly dropped 24% in a single week. XQC himself ran a whole thread about orgs view botting. He even called the friendships. Bruce said years early that Kai only pretended to be cool with Aiden Ross. Later, Kai basically ghosted Aiden after Aiden's long Twitch ban, and Aiden's fans flooded Kai's chat with "Aiden Ross is calling you." So now you've got a problem. The guy you wrote off as the most toxic hater in streaming kept turning out to be right. But, and this is where you've got to be fair, being right isn't the same as being okay. Because the people closest to Bruce, the ones who actually love him, tell a more complicated story. YourRage said 2024 was the closest he and Bruce ever were. They vented to each other constantly, and he described Bruce as two people in one, half the coolest, realest dude you'll meet, half non-stop negative. And YourRage shut down the easy take too, the one where money turned Bruce into a monster. He said money didn't change Bruce. Money amplifies whoever you already are. Bruce was always like this. Which lines up perfectly with the freshman who recorded roasts off an Android phone because making people laugh was the only thing that made him feel okay. Bruce didn't become this. Bruce was always this. Streaming just turned the volume to max. So who is Bruce DEO really? He's the kid who got cut off from his mom at 13 and turned a PlayStation 4 on the carpet into $1 million career. He's the guy who burned bridges with nearly everyone he came up with, and was somehow right about half of them. He's been called the most hated streamer alive, and he's also, off camera, the most polite guest in the room. That last part isn't me being soft on him. Watch the streamer Maya describe what he's actually like with the cameras off.
You know, the other thing about Bruce is he's so damn polite.
I can't believe it.
He's so nice.
They should have never shut Toys R Us down.
After he came for Cringe in the Kitchen, on my channel, he did all the dishes and shook my hand and thanked me for inviting him off stream.
He did all her dishes, shook her hand, thanked her for the invite, and even personally called her alerts artist to talk, something almost no big streamer bothers to do. Both things are true. The guy buying 13 guns over death threats and the guy washing dishes at a friend's house are the same person. The hater who needs therapy and the prophet who called the crypto scam are the same person. You don't get to pick one. That's the whole point of Bruce. After the long hiatus, the comeback streams are pure Bruce. Spin the wheel punishments, crowd work, his own music playing the second he goes live. And that's who Bruce DEO is. The beefs, the bands, the bridges, the Louis Vuitton purse is just that same kid at full volume. Still dropping them off.